Hey guys, and welcome to this new thing I want to start trying called Shot for Spot. So I'm going to call it from now on. Shot for Spot is what I decided on calling it. The audio is going to suck. I'm a photographer for a lot of wrestling events. I wanted to show how I got the shots at these wrestling shows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show my face, my pretty mug face, on the video while it's in the background. As well as whenever I take a shot, if it's a good picture, I'll put it up. But yeah, we're gonna start off talking about my initial idea was to have the photographer and a fan of wrestling talking about how they like the match. This is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how I got the shot, or what the wrestling fan thought about the match itself, or a particular wrestler. I don't want to be commentary. I want it to be more like a casual conversation. So that's what it's going to be, a conversation between you and me. Alright? So this one is for the first night, I believe, of Florida Super Championship Wrestling. Is it Florida Super Championship Wrestling? Florida Supercon Wrestling? Or fish swimming contrary to water? I don't know. I don't know what it means. So right now we're starting off with Two-Face introducing Joker, Bane, and Black Adam. And this is all at Florida Supercon, so they're all dressed up in comic book and movie characters. And in this specific match, it's just comic book characters, because it's a comic book convention, and it all makes sense. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. Joker is actually South Florida's Joker. Bane is Dash Maverick. And Black Adam is Frank Stone. All really good workers, and I enjoy watching those. My girlfriend there in the crowd catching Bane's coat. Anyway, so right now we're pointing at the curtain, and I'm just waiting for the next for the opponents to come out. It's a little boring thing. I'll probably cut this away. But this is one of the most exciting matches that I could ever want to shoot. Here comes out I'm gonna say a lot, so prepare for I'll probably cut it out. So while Green Arrow is prancing around the ring, they'll probably introduce the next worker and the next worker after him. So while we're doing the entrances, let me talk about the equipment I'm using. I'm using a D300 with an 18 to 70 millimeter 3.5 to 5.6. It's kind of like a kit lens type thing, but it's a little better glass than the kit lens that comes with regular cameras. I'm shooting straight f8, maybe sometimes f11. I jump. And on my other camera is a D3 3100, and that's got an 8mm fisheye, which I'm using on right now. Actually, I'm using the 3100 and the fisheye right now. It's a Rokinon 8mm, and the other lens is a Nikon. Man, this is boring. Okay, so right now this is Link with the bunny ears going to the crowd, and I'm trying to get interactions with him in the crowd. And there's Navi blowing raspberries at Bane, because Bane ripped off Navi's wings. Okay, so this isn't the first day. The first day is when Bane ripped off Navi's wings, which I guess I'll do second. So it's going to be out of order, but whatever. It doesn't really matter to anybody. So here's Joker being a Joker, I guess. And the next guy that's coming out is really big anywhere. He's a former WWE wrestler, and it was kind of exciting to have him there for 2 days, the second day will probably be the third video. And there he is, the Hurricane. So I'm trying to get good shots of him interacting with the fans. That's the clients, which in this case is the booker. They like these kind of interactions with the crowd type of shots, so try to get that a lot. Also, the wrestlers like that, those type of shots, because it shows their character. Here you go. I think I was thinking about switching to fisheye because I love getting corner shots with the fisheye. It has this really great effect with the ambiance, especially if you can get the crowd in a shot with the fisheye or without it. When the worker is up on the corner on the turnbuckle, the image is fantastic. You get the interaction between the wrestler and this is one of my favorite shots of the weekend of the green team. We got Link, Green Arrow, and the Hurricane standing off to the villains or the opponents or the challengers. So yeah, if you can get a shot of the worker at any time with the fans, it's kind of like breaking the fourth wall, but not really. I guess I would call the interaction between fans and wrestlers the fourth wall. Breaking between the wrestler and the photographer is fifth wheel and fifth wall, and you don't get that a lot. I'm gonna see if I can write that down on my my bucket list of shots. So here's Hurricane cutting a promo, and Bruce is the referee, and he looks as confused as ever, if not excited. So yeah, he's gonna keep talking, and I guess I'm gonna keep rambling about the equipment I use. And now, if you can probably see this, you probably won't see it because with an untrained eye, but on the ceiling I have 2 studio flashes. They're attached via trusses to the I don't know what you call those, the rungs on the ceiling, I guess you would call them. And those are powered by wall power. I had to run it down across the ceiling, down a wall. It was fine. It didn't seem to bother anybody. It's a step up from Animate. Animate, I had the same setup, but it looked a little uglier. At least this time I got to set it up. I actually put this sign here up on one of the trusses, so when people walked into the room, they could see the lights. And here he goes. The match is starting. And we got Joker versus Link, and we're just gonna normal stuff here. I was trying to frame it straight, right in the middle, right in the middle to get more ambiance to the sides. Good composure is very important when you're doing shots like this, because there's not a lot of action going on. It's a lot of standing, so you have to create the action with dynamic tension with the ropes and sometimes the ambience in the background. Here we go. We might get some action. We might get some action shots. I'm covering my face up a lot. Here you go. Oh, we got another shot there. I think that's another good shot. That one I didn't get so much. Here's where I have some trouble. When they do drop kicks, I like to be off to the side, and you can never predict drop kicks. I think that's the one of the things that I can never predict is drop kicks. And because sometimes they go to the right, sometimes they go to the left, sometimes they go straight on. But I seem to always get the boot side. What the boot side I mean is when the person's here, when the receiver's here, and then the giver is, kicking right at your lens. And I hate those. It covers up everybody's face, and you can never see who's drop kicking who or the action, because it just looks like a bunched up clothes and meat. So you can't really see what a good shot that is. Here's Bane and Hurricane, which interesting story. They had a poll. Supercon held a poll of who to wrestle the Hurricane, and for a while it was Link in the lead, and Bane was in the loss, and Joker wasn't even on votes. So he had like 3 votes. Link had 20, and Bane had like 9. And I got to work because I really wanted to see Bane. Oh, here he goes dancing. And the crowd goes wild. And I really worked hard night and day. I sometimes stayed up really late trying to push Bane to go against the Hurricane, and and Joker was just catching up. He would pass us, and I would come back with a few fans to try to beat him. So eventually we beat him, and he got the first. Oh, that's another one of my favorite shots right there. As you can see it, I'm gonna keep it up for a little bit. It's just so silly, and the Hurricane later used it in a post. I'll see if I can find it and post it up there. If I can't, then you'll just have to believe me, because sometimes I'm a liar, sometimes I'm not. So here you go, Joker. he did really well. And this is just hilarious. I don't know if I got a good shot of this or not, but no, I didn't. Because every time I took a picture, I got a picture of his boot right towards the camera, so you couldn't see that much. I ended up deleting it. But funny spot there. So Bane ended up winning the contest or whatnot, and there he goes. He was the first one in the ring with the Hurricane, and that's what he wanted. I think I switched over to fisheye here, so let's just cut the video. I'm gonna cut it to the picture actually, so you can see the picture that I took here. And right here, this is another one of my favorite shots of the weekend. Actually, I think I scratched this off of my bucket list too. My flashes have a 3-second delay. Here I'm gonna flip it so I can get more of the photo, the action here. I'm gonna flip it vertically and boom, there it goes. I got the photo. I'm gonna reset back to horizontal, I believe. There I am. Okay, and there's Bane showing off. So where did I start off? Okay. My flashes have a 3-second recharge delay, so I don't try to take the picture because I already know that the 3 seconds I count in my head, 1, 2, 3, before I can take a new picture. Otherwise, I just get one flash or I get no flash, and it just doesn't come out good, and I end up deleting it anyway. So my camera, unfortunately, I'm not able to afford like a GoPro like I wanted to, or maybe like a lower end fisheye type camera. So I strapped on what I had, which is a flip. I know it's a terrible camera, but I wanted to try out with this. If it worked, if I got a lot of good responses, then I'll just invest in a better camera. So there you go. I got a flip attached to my D300, and I couldn't switch over to my D300 like I do with my receiver, with my trigger. Well, what I do is I have the studio lights on the ceiling or off to the sides in the other wrestling shows, and I have a receiver, a wireless trigger on my hot shoe mount, and I have receivers on the studio lights. They are, I believe, Yongnuo 603 RFN, I think that's what it's called. And these are great because they're all three are the same, and it senses when it's on hot shoe, when it's on the sensors, when it's on the sync cables. So I put one trigger receiver, a transceiver, I think that's what it's called, on the hot shoe. Whenever I press the shutter release, it senses off. It sends the transmission to the receivers, and you know, blah blah blah. You already know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I only have 3, 2 on the flashes on either flash, and 1 on my camera for now. And what I do is whenever I need to get another shot, I just switch the trigger from one camera to the other, and that seems to work sort of fine all the times. I mean, here goes the referee in my way, but Bruce is very good actually. He knows where I am at all times, so he's never in my way. This is a problem I have with so many other referees. They're always in my way, and Bruce just always seems to know where I'm going. So awesome, Bruce! I love working with you. If you're watching, if you ever watch, you probably won't watch because I'm boring as shit. Anyway, so what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. I'm talking to myself here. And we're almost at the end of this video. It's probably not going to be as long as the actual video is. The actual video is 15, 16, 17 minutes long, I think. I need more water while I'm doing this. I talk a lot. So here we go, vertical again to get more of the shot. And down it goes. And there's Bane. There you go. The 3-second delay. Exact from when he slams it. 1, 2, 3, pose. Got it. Perfect. I don't know if that came out good or not. Here we go, another vertical shot. And that's the end of the video. It cuts off right there. I'm sorry I couldn't get more. The camera just ran out of battery or whatever. Let me know if you like these type of videos, if you'd like to see more. I'm going to do the rest of Supercon, see if I get any more entertaining. I probably won't get any more entertaining because I'm boring. But I do want to try a little bit more. I want to try this one by myself to see how it goes. But I will definitely have somebody else next to me. I will have a not a radio broadcaster, a radio talk show host, and some other guys. Maybe some of the wrestlers, maybe some strictly just fans, just to know what they're talking about. This was kind of like an introduction video, and I talked a lot more than I thought I should. But for the next video, I'm going to talk a lot more about the shots. I'm going to give more tips like I did with the vertical, with the timing and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can shorten this down to not 15 minutes, 16 minutes roughly. And we'll see how it goes from there. Thank you for watching. Shot for Spot.